Reprogramming. Let's talk about it a little bit more. Like I said yesterday, I really want to set this up for this whole week to be an in-depth discussion. James 1:13 through 15. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it is conceived, gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Sin is the only thing that I could draw a conclusion to say could be a bad thing. And that is because sin disconnects us from God. And God, which is love and goodness and the light and the truth and the way, all those things, that is what we really want to align ourselves with. So too many times, because we have this misconception of God, we believe that for some reason God can be bad, when in actuality God isn't bad. It is the separation that we have caused through our sin that has allowed us to experience something that is unfavorable. So we must be really careful with our verbiage, because just changing the way that you look at the relationship that God has and has established with us, especially as it was in the Garden of Eden, is a way that he's the ultimate provider. And God is still my ultimate provider. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but he is the one who's going to take care of everything that we need. We decided to separate from him. And I've talked about this before, where in the Garden of Eden, that sin was on us because we allowed it to happen. And then we got expelled from the Garden of Eden. And that just broke down a series of things that led to where we are at in this world today. Don't downplay anything that happens in your life or anything that has happened in history. These are all repercussions of the acts of disobedience of our forefathers, our ancestors, and us allowing that sin to come into our lives. Too many times something unfavorable happens to someone and they want to blame God, but you have to realize that you played a part in that unfavor. Me and my mother were talking about this yesterday, where a lot of people who experience a lot of unfavor in their life, they feel like the way that the world is set up is up against them. And in so many ways it is set up against you. But when you live your life according to the will of God, you don't have to worry about the ways of the world, because those things that keep us bound, they don't apply to you the same. So what I really want us to work on is changing bad to unfavorable, but recognizing that our role in what put us in an unfavorable condition in the first place. You can break the cycle of sin, and it's not that difficult, bottom line. Accept God, accept him in your life. And that way you'll start to see those things change in condition in your life, where you will be in more favorable situations and you will continually be covered by the grace of God and receive his blessings every day. I believe that. I hope you do too.